Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the UK. A really hilarious thing has happened today and I just can't wait to talk to you about it. And before I continue, I want to thank all my supporters. I want to thank everyone that's been buying me coffee, or my Patreons, and everyone that's been liking, subscribing and commenting on my past videos. I do read each and every single comment, so I really appreciate you guys taking your time to write. And also I'm also learning a lot from some of you. Some of you are very intelligent and I'm also learning a lot, so keep it coming, guys. And so without further ado, let's get on with the show. A hilarious incident happened today with the British warship. So what's happened is basically more than 20 Russian aircraft and 2 Coast Guard ships basically shadowed one of the British warships called HMS Defender, and he was sailing off the coast of Crimea. And Moscow's defense ministry said a patrol ship fired warning shots and jet drops bombs in front of the Royal Navy ship's path so it can turn around. So UK basically came back and said Russia did not fire any warning shots, and it was a bit strange really, because Russia saying next time that Britain comes so far to Crimea, it's gonna shoot at the ship next time. And even Boris Johnson came on interviews and he insisted that the Russian did not fire any warning shots. But the funny thing is, guys, Russia has released a video showing warning shots being fired at the British ship. So let's have a look and let's have a laugh, shall we?
The Russian Federation don't have responsibility if your vessel will damage endangered area. Over. Всех судов, а также воздушных судов. Выполняю артиллерийские стрельбы. Держаться в стороне. Держаться в стороне. Предупредительную стрельбу. Как понял?
That's the ship there, you can see the British ship.
Правый борт 0. КП 2 КП. Есть. Длина короткий бег. Отдать.
And that's them firing.
We are conducting innocent passage along Route 90 and we will continue to carry our operations into international waters. Over.
Ложится на 90,
Russian Coast Guard ship, this is British warship Delta 36. Over. Russian Coast Guard vessel, this is British warship Delta 36. I will continue to follow the internationally recognised Route 90 into international waters. Over.
You can hear the British captain trying to say that, oh, we're going through international waters, when they were clearly in Russian territory, because as you know, Crimea is Russian now. It's not part of Ukraine anymore. So obviously the British don't really recognise that. The funny thing is, it's just the way UK has been denying it. I mean, look at here. The government rejected Russia's account of the incident and denied any warning shots had been fired, when the Russians have already released the video. And not only that, guys, there was a reporter on the ship, and he was in Daily Mail, and you can see here a Daily Mail reporter was on the ship, and as repeated bursts of cannon fire rang out in the dramatic incident that opened up a fresh diplomatic crisis. Russian jets and ship menaced the UK destroyer, and you can see as the Coast Guard vessel opened fire, the British sailors frantically pulled on flame retardant suits and body armour amid fears that their warship could be hit. So you can see here, guys, even the reporter has been saying how there was warning shots fired. This is the little ship that Britain has been sending near the Russian waters. I mean, look how scary that looks. Looks like a fishing boat with a water cannon. Look at that. I mean, it looks like it's about to fall apart. Seriously, is this what Britain has sent to scare the Russians? You must be having a laugh. Seriously, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, what the hell is this? A dildo sticking out this ship. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Anyway, the funny thing is, guys, even the UK, after everything that's happened, UK is saying you could send more ships to disputed waters again, says Minister. I mean, are you guys having a laugh here? Britain is not a superpower anymore. And here they are picking a fight with Russia. Russia has got a military 20 times more powerful than UK. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the funniest thing has happened over the last few weeks. As you guys know, America has obviously gone to have a summit meeting with Russia. So he's trying to mend relationships. Germany and France are also trying to mend relationships with Russia as well. And Germany's Chancellor, as well as the future Chancellor of Germany, has said that it's time Europe builds relationships with Russia again. Because, as you know, Russia has got Nord Stream 2 going into Germany. And Europe is now, friendly terms with Germany. And they're having meetings, they're having... they're having meetings. They're having good terms. They're talking about the economy. America's doing the same. And where the hell is Britain in all of this? They're bloody isolated. Britain's pretty much burnt all his bridges with Russia. They've burnt all the bridges with China. They've burnt all their bridges with Europe, with Brexit. Who the hell have they got now? And they're flying. They're going around sailing in waters near Russia to provoke the bear. I mean, are you having a laugh? Seriously, what the hell is Britain doing? You're not a superpower anymore, mate. You need to look at yourself. What the hell do you think you're doing? Yeah, if you're going there with American warships and, aircraft carriers and what have not, then that's fine. At least you've got protection. But you're a little fishing ship compared to Russia. I mean, seriously, it's a little fishing ship with a little water cannon. Look at that cannon. Look how small that looks. Seriously, and you're going into Russian waters, pissing off the Russian. You need to be fixing relationships with Russia, not like destroying it. You need to start fixing relationships with China as well. Seriously, what the hell does Britain think they are? This is so embarrassing. The most funniest thing is my own government, my own British government, has been caught lying his head off. They've been caught with their pants down, basically. And here you have got Boris, who's lying his head off, coming in front of the reporters, telling reporters there's no shots being fired, there's no warning shots being fired. Whole government's been saying the same thing. When there's videos out there, and the Russians have proved it, there's videos out there showing there is. And it's absolutely blatant lying by my government, and it's absolutely hilarious, and not only hilarious but also embarrassing at the same time. Seriously, I have no words for this government. How can anyone in this world trust this government for whatever they say anymore? When they go in front of the UN and say, oh, there's human rights issues in Xinjiang, when there's forced labour in Xinjiang, do you expect anyone to believe these guys, these idiots? Seriously, can you believe this shit? I really have no words for their behaviour. And not only that, I'm not... the lying bit is one thing, but the fact that they're deluding themselves, they think they're still a superpower. They think they're, they're the biggest superpower. They think it's the 1800s. And they're going around Russia poking the bear. Crimea has been annexed by Russia. It means it's Russian territory. It's not Ukraine's anymore. And here Britain is going around saying it's international waters. No, it's not international waters. Britain needs to have some common sense. I mean, they're calling international waters, but you're sailing around Russia. If Russia had been sailing around UK, say they send a fleet of ships around UK, how do you think Britons will react? The government, the papers, they're going to be all panicking, saying, "Oh, we're being attacked, we're being invaded. Somebody come and help us." They're not going to take it lightly. So how do you expect Russians to take it when you send your British ships around their area? Seriously, just have some common sense. I have no words, guys. I'm absolutely embarrassed by this government. I'm totally embarrassed. Totally no words to defend their behaviour. Can any British guys here understand my pain? Seriously, 1 week they're going pissing off the Russians. Next week they're going to the South China Sea, going along the Taiwanese Strait, pissing off the Chinese. Can somebody please tell me what the hell do they think they're doing? Do they think this is the 1800s? Do they still think they're a superpower? Do they think their little fishing boats can cause any major damage to the Russian or the Chinese? I can't believe what the hell they're doing. They've lost all their relationships with Russia. They lost their relationship with Europe. They've lost their relationships with the Chinese. The economy is in the pan. And I don't know if you know about this, guys, but British supermarkets, half the shelves are empty. And do you know why? Because there's over 100,000 lorry drivers missing. And they're missing because of Brexit. After Brexit, because of all the red tape and all the issues with the UK, a lot of them just went back to Europe. They didn't bother returning. So you got 100,000 delivery drivers who used to bring goods back and forth from Europe. They don't do that anymore. And that's all because of Brexit. And if you go to the supermarkets now, it's all the shelves are empty. I went there to just get some milk and some bread. Couldn't even find it today. I went to like 3 or 4 supermarkets. None. Absolutely ridiculous. People don't understand. People don't realise it, guys, but the situation in England is very dire. Very, very dire. It's very bad. I work in Docklands and I can see it every day. I have a lot of colleagues that are in the business, and a lot of bankers and high paid people working in investment banks, they're all moving into Europe. You know, if I go to Docklands now, it's all empty. It's like ghost town. Used to be a really thriving area full of bankers, and you know, everyone used to go to pubs and go to bars after work. We used to meet, hang out, have a few drinks. Now it's just empty. It's just walking around by myself most of the time. And a lot of people working from home, obviously, but you know, a lot of people are moving to Europe, and the people that are working from home, they're not going to go back into the office. So all of these empty offices all over the place. There's shops that are for rent. All these restaurants and places to eat, they're shutting up shop now. There's a lot more unemployment out there. There's inflation is going up. Cost of food, everything's going up. You know, Britain's suffering a lot because of Brexit, and it's also suffering a lot because of COVID as well. So we've hit that double whammy basically, and things are not looking good. So instead of focusing on the economy, instead of looking at ways to fix the economy, what does Britain do? They go and bloody start picking fights with Russia, start picking fights with China. I mean, seriously, is this the foreign policy you want after Brexit? Guys, seriously, take a look at yourselves. Take a look at your country. It's falling apart. And here you are starting fights with Russia, where you can't even win. If you had a chance of winning, then fine. But Russia is not Afghanistan. It's not Iraq, where you can just pick. You can pick on. Seriously, 1 week you're fighting with Russia, next week you're fighting with China. How many bridges are you going to burn? And how is America helping you? That's what you get for being their poodle. They're just using you. UK, Canada, Australia. Seriously, you're just little poodles. All following America's lead. And what has America done for you? What's America doing for Australia? What's America doing for Canada? Nothing. It's ridiculous. You need to have your own foreign policy and look after yourselves. Look after number one. That's what foreign policy is all about. You know, it's not about burning your bridges with all these major countries just to please one country. Makes no sense. Especially after Brexit. I mean, use your brains. Seriously, most of these politicians, they don't even know what hardship is like. A lot of them are born in a silver spoon, like Boris, private school educated. Do they even know what middle class is like, what working life is like, what an ordinary citizen growing up in UK is like? Do they even know what's going on in UK? They don't. It's just, they're just in a dream world. They're just living in their fantasy world. And I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. So I hope you enjoyed the little chat, little rant I made. And if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. It really helps. And thank you for all your support so far. And if you really, really like the video, then don't forget to donate. I'll put the links up in the description. You can buy me a coffee or add me on your Patreon. So I really appreciate all the help and support you guys have been giving me. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.